So hello guys, welcome back again to the channel Eau de Parfum, the place to be. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I upload a new video on the channel. So without further ado, today's topic, this fragrance right here, OUD AFGANO by the company Calice. This is an EDP concentration, so it's gonna be for today. It's gonna be the unboxing and the first impressions. I will leave the full review for much later until I fully wear this fragrance and test it and see about the performance and the scent and how it develops and all of that. So yes, let me show you the box before opening it. So as you can see, the box really, in my opinion, doesn't really tell me much. Not a big fan of it. It looks like the usual Middle Eastern fragrances, and yeah, over here we have this Middle Eastern Arabic type of Persian type of design, and the words over here, OUD AFGANO. I like actually I like the font, if that's how you call it, the font for the letters. And by the way, now the company Calice, they have their the stamp sticker on their boxes to legitimate their product for the authenticity, because as I heard lately, there is some companies in India that are doing like you know, like replicas of this one, like fake ones of, I mean, yes, I know it doesn't seem logical for some of you guys, because it is an affordable fragrance. Why a cheap fragrance would be faked? But yes, there is always a room for faking fragrances, especially if there is a hype around this fragrance. And actually this one, OUD AFGANO, there was a really big hype about it last year, the same time as today, like December of last year. And there was a few reviews about it, and I didn't really feel like watching those reviews, not because they are bad or something. I just didn't want to spoil it for me. I wanted to get the full experience with this fragrance when I test it and get the first impressions. And as I said, there was a big hype about it, especially, I'm sure you guessed it, especially because it is believed to be an affordable clone of Nasomato's Black Afghano. A lot of people say that this is the best clone of that fragrance, especially that this one costs something around, I think, between $25 to $35, that price range. And as you guys know, Nasomato's Black Afghano, it goes from $100 and more. And there is also, yes, by the way, more informations. You guys definitely need to hear this. There is two other fragrances that have the same name as this one. This is actually OUD AFGANO by the company Calice, and there is another one that's called OUD AFGANO by the company Karamat. And a lot of people say that it smells really cheap. It's not really that good or pleasant. And there is another one that's called OUD AFGANO by the company Kayali, but that one, it seems to be really expensive. I'm not really sure about that, but I heard that the fragrances from the company Kayali are a bit pricey. And there is another one that's called something like Black Cabo, and it is believed to be a clone of Nasomato's Black Afghano. But a lot of people said that it is super synthetic, so I really forgot about that one. I didn't want to get it, and I prefer to get the one that was talked about in the hype last year. So yes, as I showed you earlier, the box, the sides over here, this side over here, and the other side where they have the words in Arabic. And the bottom right here, the base of the box, and made in UAE, and other informations, and it looks really authentic. And the top, where we have the Calice logo right here. Okay, so now let's open it and get the first impressions about this fragrance. So I took off the cellophane off the box, and I opened the box. If you guys want to see the box from the inside, this is how it looks like. All right, And yes, let's put it away. And this is the bottle, as you can see over here. It reminds me a little bit of Dolce & Gabbana, the one Royal Night, if you guys know it. It looks a little bit like it. It just reminds me of it. I'm not saying that the smell is exactly the same. Now we're gonna open it. So we're gonna open the cap and spray a little bit on this white paper piece and see how it smells like. So let's open it. All right. The sprayer looks pretty simple. All right, 1, 2, 3. The sprayer is pretty hard. Okay, 2 sprays. We'll leave it to dry a little bit. Beautiful. It smells really nice. It smells pleasant. Yeah, I definitely sense tobacco scent in here. Tobacco and caramel. It feels sweet, like something like sugar or caramel. It is nothing like Oud Mood or those type of fragrances. The tobacco is really is present in this fragrance, tobacco note, and the agarwood starting to show up. It is a little bit resinous from what I smell right now. I really like it so far. I'm really impressed of the tobacco note. I'm not really sure if the tobacco really exists in this fragrance. As I said, I will have to look in websites, but as people said that since it is close to Nasomaro's Black Afgano, so I expect that it also have this tobacco note, and it is really, you can really sense it. I'm not that person that's really that would tell you right away a note from the first sniff of a fragrance, but the tobacco is really obvious in this fragrance, with that type of smoky caramel. As I said, I'm not sure if that's right to say it, but that's how I get it in my mind. And the agarwood is, I would say, very smooth so far. Very smooth. It's not strong, it's not overwhelming, it's not right into your face. And this fragrance feels like it is very well blended, and doesn't seem to be a cheap fragrance. It doesn't smell like like other fragrances from similar companies. And I like it so far. I like it, but as I said earlier, I feel like maybe this fragrance doesn't last much. The sillage doesn't feel that great so far, but it is super pleasant. I like it. To be honest, I'm very pleased with this blind buy so far. But as I said in the beginning of the video, I will have to try it a few days. I will have to fully wear it in different situations and see how it's gonna develop and how it's gonna be and how it's gonna last and the performance and everything. So I believe this is it for our video. I'm sorry if the video is a little bit long. Thank you so much for watching. I will get back to you with the full review of this fragrance much later. So stay tuned, guys, and please give us a thumbs up for this video. Subscribe if not subscribed, and stay tuned for the next videos. Take care. Bye bye.